Alright, so the purpose of this video, we're just going to show you how to put a hangboard up in your house, which is a good tool for training your fingers for rock climbing. I live in an apartment, so obviously I thought about just drilling it into the studs in the wall, so I got a stud finder and everything, but figured out there's a lot easier way to do that you don't also have to, damage your apartment in the process. So real quick, I'm just going to show you guys how to set that up. So first things first too, you want to probably try and train two different things. So you want to be able to do pull-ups, obviously to keep your arms strong, push-ups, to keep the chest strong, ab workout, so you can accomplish all of that with a pull-up bar. So I bought this initially before I even thought of the hangboard, and it's pretty good. Obviously you got wide grip, close grip, and then one that works more just your biceps. So these things are really easy to get. You can get one at Walmart for about 25 bucks and assemble it in about 5 minutes and then just hang it on your wall right above a door frame like this. So I bought this, and then obviously I was like, well, my fingers are getting weak, so I want to get a hangboard rather than these fancy like home climbing walls that you can build that cost $2,000. Let's just do something simple. So Metolius offers a wooden hangboard online for about $80, but there is a company right here in Golden, Colorado. So you can see right there, it's called Hardwood Hangboards, made in Golden, Colorado, and it's the exact same price. It's $80. And it's pretty much the exact same board. So rather than, spending money on a huge company, you can support obviously a local business, which is cool. So anyways, got the hangboard and realized there's a really clever and easy way that you can hang this up actually using that same pull-up bar. So first step is you're gonna need a few tools. Basically, you're gonna want a level. So just find a level if you can. If not, it's probably not super necessary. You will need a knife of some sort. You will need a ruler as well. You don't need a drill, but a drill is handy. You could use a screwdriver. And then you're gonna need a saw as well. And you're also gonna need another piece of wood to mount your hangboard to. You're also going to need some screws and a few other components that I'll explain in just a couple minutes. But this is kind of the basic setup. So first things first, take the knife, and what you're going to want to do is pop these little caps off on the end of the pull-up bar. So I've already got them loosened. So I pull it off, and then I notice right in here I've got a little bit of a hole there that I can actually see and put my finger in. So that hole, then I am going to need to measure. So in this case, our hole on the inside was like, I don't know, 3/4 of an inch basically. So what I did then is, I'll show you exactly how this setup works. So first, you're going to cut a piece of wood and you're just going to mount the hangboard to that piece of wood using the screws that it comes with. And then you're going to go to Home Depot and you're going to basically buy this little setup right here. So this stuff is super easy, but this pipe is the most important. This is actually called nipple, not a joke. And you can find it just right in the plumbing aisle, I think, of Home Depot, or it might be the electrical aisle, I can't remember, but just ask them for nipple. And they'll know what you're talking about. So anyways, this is 1/2 inch. So I already know, since that's 3/4 of an inch, that this is gonna fit inside that pipe. The second thing you're gonna need is what's called flange. And flange, nipple just means it's a pipe that has screw on either end of it. And flange is gonna be something that you can actually screw that pipe into. So this pipe actually just unscrews. It's pretty easy. And then what you're going to want to do is you are going to obviously mount the flange to the back of your board, and then you're just going to screw these pipes in. The important part really is making sure that it all lines up, so that way in the end I can just go ahead and actually, here, it's easier to do it when the board's down. but I can just go ahead and slide this in right here, and it fits really nice and snug. So right there, I'm all locked in now. Okay, so this is the tricky part. This is how you're gonna actually mount everything, so that way it's all level and straight. You don't want your hangboard obviously to hang crooked. So you're gonna need 2 people for this part. I'm just gonna show you real quick, kind of a basic way. So this is your mounting piece. You're gonna mount the hangboard to this side of it, right? So you've got that screwed in. It doesn't really matter that it's level on this side, so just get it as best as you can. Now where it's going to matter is where it's actually going to hang and where you screw the flange in. So what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna have the flange piece and the nipple all screwed together. So you got the little pipe part and the flange piece. You're gonna take that piece and you're gonna go ahead and put it in the holes. So it's already in there. It's almost like you could just mount it right up there. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna hold the back of the board up to this. You're going to have the level up top, so you make sure it's straight, and then you're gonna mark the holes through the flange with the Sharpie, so that way you know where to mount it. And so then obviously when you're done, you've got something that looks like this with the markings on both sides. And now you can go ahead and screw that into the wood, and that way when you put it up, everything's straight and centered, and you're not gonna have a crooked hangboard. And then you hang it back up, and I do recommend putting some slippers underneath here so you don't damage the frame of the door. If you put the slipper in there, it actually mounts the hangboard up a little bit, so that way when you start to hang on it, it brings it to more of just a neutral position versus actually leaning down a little bit, because obviously you are extending this out, which is going to cause, on the normal thing, the hangboard actually to hang down a little bit. But anyways, that way you can do your pull-ups, you can keep your fingers strong. I've actually got a little list up here where I'm tracking my times, how long I can actually hang from the hangboard. And if you obviously want to look up some workout routines, you can just go online and kind of look up a hangboard routine that you could try at home. So hopefully this helps and keeps you in shape for climbing when we can all go back to the gym and climbing outside.